Hello and welcome to a new live stream. I didn't really make it yesterday night. I fell asleep while doing work. I've been at it for such a long time. But here we are. So let's get to it. First, I'd like to start off with Bitcoin, which will be an easy analysis. We're just going to start on the 1 daily. As I said in my previous streams, we broke out of this giant wedge. Then we go to the 4 hourly. We broke out, started to form a descending wedge, which usually happens after you break out of a symmetric triangle. Then we broke up out of the descending wedge, and right now our target is 7,000. Tonight, or well, yesterday there was a hack on Binance. A major account was hacked and a lot of sys coins were sold for a price of up to 96 bitcoins. And obviously this sucks because we had a dump of Bitcoin after that. I believe there were about 2,000 bitcoins transferred out of Binance. My target for this dump, because this wasn't in my TA but it's still there, is going to be 6,360 USD. So everyone who bought at 6,260 USD should still be safe. And my target really hasn't changed at all. It's still sitting there at 7,000. And I'm pretty confident that we will hit it for a retest of the wedge. After that, we're just gonna have to see where we go. Okay, that's it for Bitcoin. Relatively easy, but we already covered this a lot in our group. Next, Ethereum. And I'm sorry guys, I'm still a little bit tired. Should be okay. Ethereum, I'm just going to check out log first, log scale. Let's make this a little bit larger. We have a very, very clear resistance going on here. If we take the RSI and we put this on the 4 hourly chart, my resistance gets fucked. Okay, very nice. Again, we put it on the 4 hourly chart. You will see that we had some big divergence. So basically that means a lower low, and then on the RSI we had a higher low. For now, I'm not sure if we're gonna manage to break the resistance. If we do break the resistance, the target of ETH should be sitting close to 680 USD. I think it's quite likely at this moment that we do break out, but until we do, we're not gonna make any positions here. As soon as we break out, I'll make sure to add it on the Discord so we can all make some good money again. Not a very difficult analysis, this one. If we do fail to break the resistance, the next target should be in the buy zone between 400 and 360, which would make me really sad because my buy was at 400 all the way here and I haven't sold yet. Next we go to trade token, and this is one of the best performers so far, at least for the bear market. Just going to line out a couple of supports here. At this point in time, I deem it quite likely that we will at least have to touch the uppermost support. Currently, this is sitting at around 5,100 Satoshis. When this is touched, I think it's quite likely that the price will reverse, although it's also possible that we have to go to 4,000 Satoshis. Disregarding the short-term price, because This is a micro cap. Short-term price doesn't really matter. I would like to pin my target at 11,500 satoshis. This is also what I said in my latest live stream. This is a mid-term target which should be achieved within 1 or 1.5 months. Obviously, personally, I'm in it for the long term, so at least a 10x for me. This is sitting in cold storage, by the way, for me. So you know, I'm not really worried about the short term. Now we're gonna look at something really interesting, which is EOS. And EOS has been performing pretty well during the dump. Obviously, I would have liked it to, you know, reach our next target of 30 USD, but obviously you cannot have everything. Right now, it's clearly sitting at support, and we're just gonna have to wait and see which is gonna break first, support or resistance. Personally, I would prefer if support breaks, because as you all know, I sold at 20 USD, and I would really like to rebuy this thing at about $4. I'm not sure if this is going to happen, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Especially if we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, you will see that EOS has performed very well, but it is now sitting below support. So that's something to take note of. I truly believe we could see this thing going to 4 USD. And that's gonna be my personal target. 4 USD for EOS. Next we're gonna go and check Litecoin. As I've said in my previous live stream, Litecoin was in our buy zone, and our buy zone is sitting from 40 USD to 80 USD. This is a very wide range, but then again, I think during the next bull run, Litecoin could definitely be hitting 1,000 USD up here. I'm just gonna buy a little bit of Litecoin every month. Let's just put this on the daily real quick. Just gonna, you know, every month I will buy some Litecoin, which will give me a great average, and I'm just going to wait for the next bull run. This is a pretty easy trade in my opinion, but that being said, if you are a short-term trader, this is definitely something you do not want to get involved in, because this can take a long time before it's gonna go anywhere. Next in line, Knio. Knio is something I'm a little bit worried about. Reason being, if we go to the unbalanced volume, you will see that really not much has happened lately. This could be due to Bittrex being dead. Obviously, if you look at the Binance unbalanced volume, you will see some more price action, but the volume has dropped quite a bit. So the key resistance to take out right now is going to be 700,000 satoshis. I'm uncertain if we are gonna be able to take this out, so I'm not taking a position here. Reason being, if we put our risk reward, you can see that the risk, going back to support at 300,000 satoshis, is far larger than the potential reward, which is touching this trend line. Obviously, if we break the trend line, I will make sure to do a full analysis on our targets, and maybe I would be getting in. Not sure at this point. And then finally, Lux. And as I've said, and I will keep saying it, I'm very excited for Lux. The only problem it has right now is that it is not on a good exchange. Obviously it has been rough sailing, but that being said, you know, they are doing something very hard. They are not making an ERC20 token. They are building an entire new token, a new token platform, which is difficult, and obviously there will be some hiccups along the way. You must know that EOS, although it had a $4 billion budget, also had some troubles launching its mainnet. And Lux is obviously doing it with far less resources, not even 4 million, quite likely. So that's 1,000 times less or more than EOS is doing. And even EOS had troubles, you know, so that should give you some kind of perspective in how well these guys are doing. Okay, on to some news. As you might have noticed, we have a new website. Obviously this will be used to get more members into the group. There's a new way to renew your membership. Just go to become a favorite, click here to join now, and that way you can renew. This is not really important for you guys because you're already members, most likely. What is important is the following: courses.cryptocampus.io. We are currently working to get all these courses online. We are filming. Got this beauty here, EOS77D, which is great. Recording, editing, and creating these courses, which will be super awesome, so make sure to stay tuned. Furthermore, I have created a vlog where I'm just going to record my entire day just to keep you guys updated and to show you how we will build this business into something wonderful. And I would like to thank every one of you for the great support we've had over the year, because we're almost at it for a year now, and I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So that's pretty much it for now. I'm just gonna get back to work. Got a lot of recording to do. I'm working with Jasper on BrickX, so that's going very good as well. And there's some great stuff coming up, so stay tuned, guys. Thanks.